Ideologies, I want to make sure you hear it. All of them are dumb. There it is. Now, that's on purpose, of course, because at some level, you have to be able to accommodate the lowest common denominator, which, when you think about it, right, well, one of the problems of humanity is that the average person has 100 IQ, right? That's the definition of 100 IQ. And so half the people you know are below average. And unfortunately, we live in an extremely complicated universe. And the 8 billion of us that are running around haven't made it any less complicated because we've made multiple cultures, multiple religions, multiple languages, multiple nations, multiple states. And as a result, well, there's so many moving parts, we have to simplify. So in other words, to be a functioning normal human being, you need to be in touch with your emotions. Because if you were just a logical human being, you would be paralyzed and incapable of ever making any decisions because you wouldn't be listening to your subconscious mind, which is the brilliant part of your brain. You don't want to ignore the brilliant part of your brain. That's the part you want to be tapped into. Don't get me wrong, you need the conscious mind because it's also part of the equation, but you need the other part too. You need both. Your goal isn't, one isn't better than the other. It's just how it is. Anyway, so then take that into consideration as we go forward, because there's no way to talk about ideology and politics without having a little bit of understanding of how the human brain works. So right now, for example, there's background noise. Now you know it's there. You might not have noticed earlier because your brain was probably deleting it, but then I pointed it out and your brain's like, oh, okay, fine. Yeah, there's background noise. When you're driving, think of how crazy that is. You're listening to music. You've got your knee on the steering wheel, you're eating, you're texting, and somehow you only have an accident like 1 out of every 10 days. It should be like constant. You should be like splattered on the road. You're so reckless and dangerous. You're blind and deaf. But it's because your subconscious mind is deleting all the information you don't need and trying to give you the information you do need